Hello, world. You don't know me. Um, I just go by C. Okay. All my friends call me C, so you can call me C as well. Welcome. I am in my 20s, and there's a chapter. There's every time I film myself, there's always a chapter. Here is the current life of somebody in their 20s in Atlanta, female, black, and on their own. So for the past year, I graduated college, got a job, and it's been the most pay I've ever had in my life. And I moved out of Florida to Georgia in the city of Atlanta. And Atlanta is very surprising. It's not like a culture shock or anything like that, moving from Florida to Georgia. Um, but it's been pretty, I would say, positively surprising. And it's had its downfalls as well. Kind of like in a transition where I am completely by myself, all alone, nobody around to fall back on. This is my first, well, no, it's not my first ever time that I haven't had anybody to fall back on actually, but this is my first ever time not having anyone to fall back on, and I'm like not even in Florida at all. Not even in a place where I'm comfortable. I'm in a completely different state. I am a lot more independent and I can depend on myself. We love that, right? We love that. It took a lot of hard work. It took a lot of grit. It took a lot of turning the other cheek. It took a lot of ignoring people and avoiding situations to get here. So what is here? What does here look like? Here looks like doing charitable actions, donating to these different organizations for causes that I support. Here looks like laying down on a queen size bed on king size pillows. I want to talk about a little bit of what I'll be expecting the next couple of months. I am moving out of this apartment. It's been a great experience in a beautiful area of Atlanta. And I will be moving into another apartment into another part of Atlanta. And I think I will be staying here probably for another year. When I first moved here, the goal was just to be in Atlanta for a year. But I did go through some hiccups, and so that is now extended. I don't know if Atlanta is going to be my home place. I've kind of been in the like back and forth conversations in my head about where my home really is going to be. Is it going to be back in Florida? Is it going to be in Georgia? I don't know where I'm going to end up. I don't know what state I'm going to be in. If it's even a state in America, it could be a different country. Like, who knows at this point, because I'm single. So I don't really have to hold myself down to staying in America if I don't want to stay in America or stay in Florida or Georgia. So right now the future is a little bit unclear, but I'm figuring out how to be a little bit more financially responsible now that I have finances to be responsible with. And I'm a little bit in the dark about that because I've never had conversations growing up with family members about what to do with your finances. And there's an effect to that because now I'm an adult. I'm reaching I'll be in my 30s and I still don't know what to do with my finances. I'm kind of just like doing that. And because of the state of the world, I guess that causes a lot of frustration for some. But now I kind of see, like, okay, well, if I'm going to fuck up, I'm going to fuck up now because the economy is so bad. So really, if I lose, it's just like I've already lost. Like, it's already fucking over. So what is there really to actually lose? Just got to figure it out while it's really bad now, and then when it gets good, you're great, right? So when things fall, that's when you want to start looking into how to get great, because when it rises, then you'll rise with the fall. Does that make sense? Because I didn't use AI to write a script for this video. I just picked up my camera and start talking. And that's an exciting time. It's an exciting moment. It's real, it's raw. We're here for it. And is it going to be a come up, or am I going to be homeless again? Having conversation about finances with your family members definitely needs to be something that is normalized, because now as an adult I have no idea what I'm doing with my finances, and I can't reach out to anybody in my family regarding finances because it is a topic that is uncomfortable to talk about, or they make it a topic that is uncomfortable to talk about because they are not willing to talk about their own finances. I'm sure that they would be very interested in knowing what your finances are, but it doesn't feel like you can go back and forth about finances and what did you do and how much should I do it here and how much did you do here and blah blah blah. Like, how can I get right? How can I be like you? Because they don't make that a normal thing where I'm coming from. And now I'm seeing like that is actually really important for families to do constantly, is have conversation about finances at the table and make it something that's normal, so that when we grow older we can lean on each other and have conversations about, dad, mom, hey, I am very confused on what to do here. Can I please let you look at this, and can you kind of guide me on what the right direction I should be taking on this situation is? So I have to look for somebody in my community that is willing to be my mentor. And that's where I'm at right now. Like, I am looking for a mentor, and I'm trying my best to kind of ground myself, stay in the headspace to continue the things that I enjoy while I'm concerned about what I'm putting my money into and where I should put it into to basically accomplish my goals. And so the goals that I have for myself right now are goals that are pretty big for a single female black woman. I really truly have to discover a lot of the stuff on my own there. And what I would love to do, I don't know if it's because I'm the eldest daughter and I have eldest daughter syndrome, but I feel like I am responsible for still taking care of my younger brothers. And I want them to have a life where they don't have to feel like everything's a struggle. I don't want them to call me and feel frustrated with life, or they're on the verge of tears because they're so frustrated. And I hate to see my brothers like that. I think my brothers were dealt cards that are very difficult to handle. And I want to make it so that they don't have to feel like things are their fault, or feel like they can't do it because they just don't have the right resources. Cuz I know how that feels. And I'm their big sister, and I want to show them that there is so much more that hard work can get you to make you feel a little bit more safer. And I want to put that hard work in to make them feel safe. Really proud of them because it's been hard, and they call me and we have conversations, and it's like I know there's things out there that are for me that are better, and I'm glad that they let me know that, because that tells me that their headspace and their grit and resilience is very very strong. And so that trait right there already makes them more successful than a lot of people their age. And I'm grateful that God gave us something so powerful. That is basically it in terms of updating. So let's start this little Sunday cleaning and let's play some music. Let's just have this moment to move away from your phone, whatever you're watching me on. Let's be a little bit productive together.